treatment in the eyes of the world. And you started with from the day a woman is born into the world, she is dispatched from the very start. How did you come about that?
Well, you know, from experience, in most homes or most countries, if a girl child is born, if it's a boy, a bouncing baby boy. And the happiness will be higher than that of a girl. This, I think most people will experience such. Yeah, that is why I said from the beginning, you know, there are hardly many families that will really celebrate much, you know, baby girl. But when it's said bouncing baby boy, the man himself feels, you know, the natural in him comes over and made it, you know. Yeah.
Now I've given birth to my
no. And you know that certain cultures that even if your wife gives birth to 4 or 5 girls or children, you have not started. You really need a boy. So you can see, even though from what we see now, if a girl is properly educated, the world is at her feet. You know. Yeah. And you know from experience, most parents now realize that the girl child will always come back to look after them, even though they may be married and gone away, but they have never forgotten their homes. So most parents appreciate now than before that
their daughters will take care of them.
Certainly.
All right, let's look at the main purpose for you writing The Woman, the Last Creation, and the Best. What do you intend to achieve with this book?
Well, I think that people, our men folk, would seem to appreciate what God has done in creating a woman to be a helpmeet. That the purpose was for the men and women to work together in understanding, in love, in partnership. Of course, the women will be submissive to their husbands.
Again, when you said partnership, you said earlier that Nigeria is in the situation that it is in because the men have refused to partner with the women, and so one hand has been working, the other has not been working, and that's the woman. Again, doesn't the Holy Book put the woman, put the man ahead of the woman, while the woman is there to support? Isn't it obvious that the man is meant to lead? What kind of partnership should the woman have with the man for success?
Partnership is partnership. You know, you can work with somebody and then he's still your boss, but you partner with him for effective result. You understand? You partner with him for effective. It doesn't stop him from being the boss of the business. He's the chief executive, you are next to him, and you work together in partnership. That's the kind of relationship I think we should have. Working in partnership. Someone has to be in the head, and the man is the head. I appreciate that. I respect that. But the talents that God has given to women also must be appreciated and encouraged.
I ask this because you find a situation where women who are seemingly better educated want to take the position of the head. I'm talking out in the home. We're talking of today's generation. It wasn't like that before now. At least I'm not like that. So that's why I
don't encourage that. Whether you are better educated than your husband, he's still the man. Whatever you are is a blessing to the family which he heads. So that's why I say in submissive. He has to be submissive to the head. Even if he's not as, better, blessed as you are. You are a blessing to that family. You are a gift to that family to improve the economic status or anything, because it's not only the man, it's also the children which you are to assist to bring up. Okay, for example, if your husband is not able to pay the school fees of the children and you are in a position to pay, would you say, until he pays? Then the children will not go to school. That's partnership. You are blessed, you are talented. Hitherto, we were not educated. Most women did not go to school. They denied us sending us to school because, you are a woman, you end up in a man's house, which is wrong. You will be educated now. You'll be in a position to also contribute to the economic and welfare of the family. That's why I said it is a partnership business.
All right, now let's look at the social connotation of the subject. I know that in your book you also mentioned that in India, where the woman seems to be the one who pays the bride price when going for a spouse, a lot of women are afraid or even kill their girl child when they have children. And then you also look at the high rate of
older marriages between older men and very young girls, and then of course VVF and all of that. How can this also help to bring to bear the social ills of some of these cultures, even in Nigeria here?
Understanding, that's what I'm saying. Lack of understanding and lack of appreciation of the talent that is in every individual, including the female children. God has given every individual a talent. So for you to deny the women, half of the population of the nation, the development of their full potentials, is denying the nation. So I am advocating, and we are advocating, that everyone should have equal opportunity to develop her own potential, just like you've given to the male child.
Reverend, we have to go. Now, this book, there's a public presentation of this book, the Woman, the Last Creation and the Best. And that's today. It's at the National Center for Women Development here in Abuja, at the banquet hall. Yes. Time is 12 noon. Time is 12 noon. What do you expect?
I expect you and all of us, men and women. It's not for a woman alone, it's for the men as well, so that they'll be able to appreciate what God has done for them. Right. Because imagine a home without a wife. Imagine.
Really imagine.
Thank you so much.
So it's a gift.
Thank you so much.
And it's the best gift.
The best gift indeed for mankind.
And the best and the last creation.
The last creation and the best creation.
Thank you so much, Rev Mrs Grace Ekanem. Definitely, I'm sure it will be a wonderful presentation, and people should get their hands on that book. But just in case, how is it up for grabs at the libraries and at the bookshops yet?
We are presenting it today.
Okay, and then after that, you send it out for people to purchase.
So, but if you want to get a copy, of course, you know that the place to be at 12 noon is the National Center for Women Development here in Abuja at the banquet hall.
True. Well, they said a woman is a natural, and also you also know that a broken woman is a broken nation. And remember that if you love a sister, love a mother, put your best in your heart into her. And I'm talking to the men. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Without the news, the newspapers, or even the media, I think the world would be a frantic place to live in. Welcome to World Newspaper Review. Vanessa, it's good to have you as usual. It's good to have you. How are you? Now let's look at leadership here. Lead story saying U.S. denies blocking federal government's purchase of war